I'm Tyson with Faithfully Bearded. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up, and that bell, and turn on all notifications so you know when we come out with new content. Hey, what is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome on into the Faithful Studio. I am Tyson, aka Faithfully Bearded, and it is Friday, TGIB, TGIF. Thank God I'm bearded. Thank God it's Friday. I am happy that you guys are all here. Normally, we would have a review, we would have the unboxing, but we have some hiccups this week. That's right, we got the hiccups, so I'm going to hold my breath. I'm going to shoot from the hip, and we're going to do something fun today. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to talk about a company that I've reviewed before, but they just recently launched a butter. So you might know who I'm talking about if you watched the live stream on Sunday night last week with Beard Swag myself, and we had Matt from Mr. Pompadour on the channel on Sunday night here. So he was telling us more about his company, more about what they do, how they do their process. But he also showed us this. And this is Mr. Pompadour's new beard butter. And I've had an opportunity to experience this for quite a while, and I've spoken high regards to this beard butter and how it feels in my beard, what it does for me. And so I kind of want to go over like the scent breakdowns of what I think about the scents, because when I read the scent profiles on the website, I'm just kind of like, meh, I don't know. And I talked to Matt, I'm like, dude, you got to update your scent profiles a little bit as far as like the way that you talk about them, because I don't, like, you just say like a woodsy scent or this, and it's like, I guess I get completely different things. So I kind of want to give you guys the impression of like what I get out of a scent and kind of how he phrases it on the website, so you guys get a better idea of what these scents actually smell like. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the butter, and I'm going to tell you that these guys come in really high on the Faithful Ranker score. In fact, this might be a new #1 company, yet to be determined, but we're going to figure it all out, and we're going to do it all together. So thank you for joining in. If you think Mr. Pompadour is good, you think, I mean, anything, just give it a thumbs up, because that's what we do. We click the thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed so you know when I come out with a new video, and hit that notification bell. It alerts you on all your devices, and they can all go off at the same time. You're like, hey, Faithfully Bearded just uploaded a video, you better go watch it. You know, the content creator stuff. Like that's all the content creator verbiage that you got to get out there. And you can show your support for content creators just by doing those simple things like watching the video to the end, hitting the subscribe button, the bell, and leaving comments down below. Comments help. Comments help. And that share button, that helps too. Anyway, on to Mr. Pompadour. So, company owned by Matt and Zach. Nice company out of Raleigh, North Carolina, in the process of building a barbershop. They're going all in with men's care, men's grooming. They have shampoos, conditioners, face washes, cologne, solid colognes, and I got more reviews on all that stuff coming up. But today I really want to talk about the scent profiles, and I want to talk about the beard butter that they have. And so the first scent I'm really going to talk about here is Amalfi, is what is the name of it. So you can see these bottles, they look black, right? They're glass, the labels are etched on here. I have a review on it, you can go back and check it out. But when you hold it up to the light, and I'm gonna grab my cellular device right here, I'm gonna turn on the flashlight, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this to show you guys, like, it is not black. It is a, like, dark blue bottle. And so I think you can kind of see that, how it's shining through and it looks bluish. But when there's real light in the room, you can get that blue tint. Doesn't show up on camera the best, but it's actually really, really cool. And then the labels are actually etched on here. Like, it's on the glass. And it is super cool. But Amalfi, so they say it's like cypress, vetiver, a clean, crisp, like woodsy scent is kind of like how they describe it. And when I smell it, I'm like, dude, like, I would never buy that scent, because to me, like, a clean, fresh, woodsy scent, like, I think of a forest and I think of being out in the forest, and that's just not my style of scents. But when I smell it, I get more of like a citrusy lemon meringue type scent. That's what I get out of it. And I brought it up to Matt, and he's like, yeah, I do kind of get that as well. So I'm just like, so if I'm a consumer myself here and I'm going, there's a reason I didn't purchase Amalfi, because I saw clean, like, woodsy, and I just thought of forest and pine, and I was just like, nah, not my style. But then he sent it to me and I got it and I got to wear it, and I'm like, dude, this is like a citrus scent. Like, this is a good citrusy lemon meringue scent. So that's Amalfi, and that's how I would describe it. You also have Havana, all right? So Havana, and they label Havana as tobacco and vanilla. And I'm like, okay, cool, tobacco and vanilla, but what do I think of? What does the average consumer think of? Maybe you think of something different than I do, but when I think of tobacco and vanilla, I think of like a super sweet pipe tobacco, a super sweet tobacco and vanilla scent. So I'm going to get a strong scent of sweetness out of it and vanilla. And so when I open this and I smell it, and I have nothing wrong with a sweet pipe tobacco and vanilla. A sweet tobacco vanilla is like one of my favorite scent profiles. But is it different than what any other beard company has? So I smell this and I'm like, okay, this is different. You got different notes of in there. And when I wear this is actually what I'm wearing in my beard today. It is more like a humidor tobacco with a vanilla, but without the sweetness. I don't get that sweetness from it when it's in my beard that I would normally think of a tobacco and vanilla per se scent profile. So to me, it's more of that humidor, dry tobacco scent, that really good cigar tobacco scent with the hint of vanilla, but not the sweetness of the vanilla, if you know what I mean. Like that, to me, is how I would sum up that scent profile. And then you have his best scent profile, in my opinion. This is my opinion. This would actually be in my top 2 scents out of any company. And I say that because I have a collaboration, and it's kind of like my collaboration is amazing. Like I helped to develop that scent, and it's amazing. But this is right up there, and this is Manhattan. This is something I could wear every single day of my life if I had to. I would wear cologne in this. I'd have candles in this, body scrub, body bath explosion bombs. I'd have everything in this scent because it's so good. Well, guess how he labels it? Oud and bergamot. So when I think of oud, I think of the traditional oud that we're all used to, that you see a lot of people using. And bergamot, I'm kind of like, I know what it smells like when I smell it, but how do I describe bergamot, you know? And so I'm just like, I don't really know. But it intrigues me anyway because it says oud. Now when I smell it, I just get the cleanest scent that I've ever smelled. It reminds me of something my dad wore, and I guess that's why I have a really soft spot to it. But I get the undertones of the oud. I get the bergamot when I smell it, but there's a whole ton of other stuff in there. Super, super, super complex scent that would remind me of a high-end gentleman's cologne, but also a freshness to it, like outdoorsy freshness. But then you also get the oud, and you're blending them all together. You're putting them in a blender, you're mixing it around, and you come up with Manhattan. And maybe that's why it's named Manhattan, because Manhattan in New York is just like this crazy blender of people and things. So maybe that's why. I don't know. I don't know the names. I don't know the backstory behind the names. Let me be real. That's just kind of came off the top of my head. So. And then when you're talking about like, you look at their carrier blend and you're like, the carrier blend isn't like anything super crazy, but there's things that you have to think about. They have a fragrance artist that comes in and makes their fragrance profiles for them. They kind of tell them what they're looking for. They have a fragrance artist, a perfume artist, however you want to label them, and they make it. They come up with it. And then they also have a lab that produces their carrier blend just for them. Like they've worked hand in hand with this lab to create this carrier blend that's just for them with the right amount of ratios of everything to be beneficial to each other. And honestly, like the one thing that I can sum it up with is this is the best feeling beard oil for my beard, in my beard, that I've ever experienced. I could wear this any day. I can apply it once. It lasts me all day. I can't say enough right now about Mr. Pompadour. I think everything they're doing, from safety-wise to laboratory-wise to marketing-wise to how nice their brand looks, to their presentation, to their scent profiles, simply amazing. My only downfall with them when I've reviewed them before is like, you got 3 scents, you have no balm, and you have no butter. Like, are you a beard company? Are you a hair care company? Men's grooming company? What are you? Because they do have shampoo and conditioners and a whole bunch of other stuff for your hair and body. So they came out with a beard butter. And when I first saw it, I was just like, this flows Mr. Pompadour all over. Like, look at these containers, look at their label and their design. Like, this is just simply amazing. I was like, man, this just looks so awesome. And so I grabbed my favorite scent, Manhattan, naturally, and I open it up and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just like the most amazing smell ever, because I kind of forgot how great I loved it. And then I look at it and I touch it and I'm like, this is amazing. And I don't really like whipped butters, but I'd call this like a medium whipped butter. It's not that super airy butter where you could rest your finger on it and just kind of plops down and all melts into this mess, like like a cake that you touch and it falls because you didn't let it cool. Like, I don't get that out of this beard butter. I get a little bit of body, but it's whipped. You can tell it's whipped, but I get a little bit of body. And the scent profile is exactly the same as the oil, but then you melt it down and you put it in your beard, and just the feel that it gives your beard, it is so hard to describe on the way that it goes on your beard and softens it and moisturizes it and makes your beard feel, but then the scent kind of just wafting throughout the day. And again, this Manhattan scent is like, I have people coming up to me asking me what I'm wearing because the scent is so good. And I don't get that a lot with beard products, mainly because I'm standoffish and I'm an introvert and I'm not very approachable. So I've been told. I don't know. I mean, but with this, I get it. So it's like maybe this beard, maybe this scent profile is making me unintroverted, and it's making me an extrovert, an introverted extrovert. I mean, is that, I don't know. But anyway, so this beard butter, I wear it at night and then I put it on and I'm just like, what is going on? Stuff is amazing. So I tried wearing just the beard butter. No oil, no balm, no nothing. Just, I'm going to put the beard butter in and blow dry my beard and do my thing. And it worked. And it felt amazing. And I didn't feel dry underneath. And my beard felt amazing. So I was talking to Matt and I'm like, this stuff's awesome. I was like, he sent me a couple different textures. I was like, you got to go with this texture. And now they got it on all 3 scents. So I'm waiting for my other 2 cents to get here. I just placed an order last week, but I wanted to come and tell you guys about this beard butter and kind of sum up the scent profiles for me. So right now, this beard butter is probably my #1 beard butter on the market. This beard oil, probably my #1. It is my #1 feel in beard oil. And you guys know what I think of a few other companies, but something about this one and the way it feels in my particular beard is absolutely outstanding. And then you have the scent profiles that are unlike anything, all 3 of them unlike anything that is out there that I've ever came across. So I really, really like that. Now, with all that being said, I am not going to update their FRS score as of yet. And the reason for that is I ordered a few more products, and I want to be able to come back to you guys and give you more of an overview, show you the presentation, show you everything, and get a little bit more experience with that. And I want them to come out with a wash and a conditioner, a beard specific wash and conditioner. So Matt, Zach, I'm calling you guys to please come out with a beard wash and conditioner. We want it. If you guys want a beard wash and conditioner from Mr. Pompadour, write it in the comments below and show them that the demand is there and that we want them to make it because their branding is awesome, their scents are awesome, and we believe in their products, right? So that's what I have for Mr. Pompadour today. I do have a discount code, Faith10 down below, so you can save yourself 10%. The link is down below as well, so go on over and check it out. Let me know what you guys think of Mr. Pompadour. And I will see you guys tomorrow night on a live stream for Beard Trends, Sunday night on a live stream for Mike Tyson's show. And I believe we're having Mo the Bearded Shark on there, I believe. I don't know. I heard some rumor about that, but I'm not 100% sure, which is weird because it's the show that I host and that I don't know who the guest is. But hey, Swag lined it up, Mo lined it up. I think that's what's going to happen. So, as always, guys, be bearded, be you, and God bless. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, that thumbs up, and that bell. Turn on all your notifications so you know when we come out with new content. You can also find us at faithfullybearded.com, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on your favorite podcast network. Just search Faithfully Bearded on your favorite podcast app. God bless.